Hey everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. Hope you can see me and hear me okay. Give me a sound check, please. So, sound check time. First thing, sound check. Let me see. Can you hear me? Let me see. Can you hear me? Sound check, please, just to make sure. Okay, Lynn says, sounds great. Alrighty then. Thank you much. Storm says, good, good. Good, 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 good. Let me get that banner down. Alrighty then. Like I said, this is the Quantum Show, and I got notes to go over. And I'm going to go over literally the elephant in the room. Current events today. I can't ignore current events. I had so much going through my head how to talk about stuff today. I was going to say Bigfoot and ghosts to the right of me, aliens on the left. Here I am stuck in the matrix with you, but that's a little bit too much to put on one of these placards. So I just said, what am I doing about it? I'm shields up and meditating because, oh man, y'all know what happened last week. Had somebody really wreck my vibe and corrected it this week. Okay. I said, no, just no, just no. And actually, I said, if that's what you got, I don't want any. Okay, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. And oh, especially today, the misinformation about today's events is flying. I'm not really looking at the chat just yet. Okay. Welcome everybody. It shows I have 8 people live. Awesome. And welcome back to the Quantum Show. Thank you for being here. If you're here, you're quantum. Yeah, and okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to discuss it too much, but what I have heard factually about this morning in Pennsylvania, where there was an attempted assassination on Donald Trump. Yes, the shooter was neutralized. There were people caught in the crossfire of the shooter. One guy was killed. One lady confirmed. I can put links in there. One guy was shot dead, and it was not intentional. It was he was in the way, and according to a witness, one lady arm was hurt, and Donald Trump apparently got grazed. If you look at the video that's all over the internet right now, you can see he had some blood on the right side, on his right side of his head, but he was like apparently not seriously injured, which is good. And yeah, apparent okay, the shooter was neutralized, meaning shot somebody. I don't know who got him, but he got him, and the bystanders. So apparently he's with Donald Trump is with his doctors, and he is doing okay. All right, that's it that I'm gonna say. I don't really know. Okay, I don't really know much more about it. I haven't looked because now the misinformation is flying, and I'm not going to participate. Not going to participate. We will. We have lived through so much. We will live through this, and I can't allow it because I've got enough stressors on me as it is to let the world do it more, and I refuse. I'm not going to participate. So I'm done. That's it. There were 4 minutes in there talking about this stuff. So I'm out of it. I'm not going to talk about this no more. maybe in panel, but not me. Okay, now getting on with quantum topics, right? I don't have that much. I don't have that much, just a half a page, little half a page, and that's okay. Now I can talk to the chat room. Welcome to the chat. Who is here? Everyone. Dorothy, first in the door. Thank you so much. Lynn, Joseph, and Storm. Joe Stewart, hey, want to talk to you about your cemetery experiences, Joe. Maybe in the panel, maybe here. I don't know. Rachel, OB2, welcome back. Thanks for coming by. Hey, Pam. Yeah, it has been a while. Thanks for coming by. And Sarah, hey. And so Tim is out there listening too. Shout out to Tim. DJ Wardove, link in description. It lives here on the Quantum Show. So yeah, I've been doing, if y'all have been looking at my channel, I did the experiment with the salt. And what he did to get the cubes and let me see here, the cubes and pyramids, he used sunlight. I didn't think about that. I just put it in a I don't have a sunlit area, so I'm gonna have to do that. I can do that. I can make that happen. I'm gonna redo the experiment. I haven't done it. And the video and pictures that I showed were from this Amazon microscope camera. Not very good, but you get what you get. I'm not paying $10,000 for something I'm going to use for that one experiment. Still interesting, but it's funny how it was all pyramidal. All of them, both sides were pyramidal. I still have them over here, and they're both pyramidal. I'm like, what is going on here? Why did it do that? So I don't know. And also, if you notice the shirt, this is the conference, the first conference I went to. I'm going to go July 27th, Bigfoot conference in Gatlinburg. I am going because I want to try to talk to these people. I want to try to talk to people. There's a, you know what? Let me get the page up. I'm here. I'm going to get the page up. And I'm going to show the lineup. Okay. When I can get it. Sorry. Looking at this because, yeah, I was going to name the show Aliens and Bigfoot to the left of me. Or Ghosts and Bigfoot to the left of me, Aliens to the right. Here I am stuck in the Matrix with you. But that is too much to put on a card like that and a title, and it would never fit. But it's apt because the Matrix is where a whole bunch of stuff happens. Let's see. That's not what I was looking for. And I need to find it again. Let me see. I'm just looking at stuff. I should have brought this up before the show, but here we are, right? Okay. I'm going to put up my browser screen and I'm going to show it here. So I'm going to remove me for now and I'm going to go through and I'm going to just talk about this. So it is going to be in over there. I'm wondering if did I make it into any pictures of the background? I don't know. I doubt it, but I saw all these guys there. I don't think I made it into the pictures. That's okay. That's all right. So, July 27th, I am on my way. I will be there. I need to do the reserve, but whatever. So it's an opening and a round table for an hour. Then Amy Blue, Project Zoo Book, and then Jessica Mora, Bigfoot Encounters. Lyle Blackburn, musician, author, researcher. Interesting. Dogman 101. I'll be there all day. I will be there all day. Then they do a silent auction too. David Paulides. Okay, I was not impressed with David Paulides' research. He talked about them being only physical entities, only hominids. That's all he talked about. And I got him to talk about UFOs a little bit on when my buddy went to get his something signed. And Small Town Monsters movie premiere. Cool. I don't know if I'll be there for that, but I'm gonna try. That's awfully late and it's a long day. Okay. So I'm gonna be going and I'm gonna be meeting up with my buddy. Oh, wait a minute. Who did David Paulides? Wait a minute. Not David Paulides. I'm sorry. David Paulides continues to impress. I was I was not meaning David Paulides. I was thinking about the other researcher, David Paulides. I'm sorry about that. I bought his book, one of his books. David Paulides, I'm definitely staying for that. Who was I thinking about? I'm not even sure. But that's what's going to go on. And these are because I saw his picture and it jogged my memory. These are the guys and the gals of the Bigfoot conference. I don't really know who they are, except for David. David is the one, definitely, I know him. Hopefully, you can see his little highlight going up there. Okay. So that is where I'm going, and it's going to be cool. This time, I'm going to try to do interviews on camera. This time, I'm going to try to interview on camera at least a couple of people, because there was this one dude there. He thought Elon Musk hung the moon, and he was talking to a Bigfoot person about Elon Musk. I was like, why are you doing that? Why are you even talking about this? Okay, and I'm looking at the chat. Joe says cemeteries, peace and quiet tonight. Good. Hey, roaming and droning, what's up? Welcome to the Quantum Show. Yeah, you stumbled across a really interesting night tonight. Got a big room, 16 live. Excellent. Salt can take any forms, impurities. All right. Okay. And welcome to the Quantum Show, roaming and droning. Great to have you here. And yeah, this is my big event that I'm going to talk about mainly. And we can go through a few of the trail cam pictures because they're really good. Most of them are of me setting the camera up, but I got several deer pictures and we'll look at that, right? We'll look at that stuff for a little bit. So, yeah, I've been to this conference twice before and it's been great both times. On the second one, I met all the guys I met them both times, but I got to talk to them the second time from Small Town Monsters. Good people. They love what they do and they put out good product too. I mean, not to say that that's what their main thing is. They want to bring to light everything, all the paranormal and Bigfoot. Here we go. Here we go. So this is not going to be a Bigfoot show. This is everything that's going on. So yeah, I put down here some very vague points that I want to talk about. Stress. Okay. All right. A lot of people have been trying to push my personal boundaries lately, and I'm not going to do that. Okay. Those things are up for both mine and your protections. So don't push it, because you will you will come upon the barrier that I have set up, and it is not going to happen. Like last week, that person's stressing me out so bad. I let her in. It's my fault. I let that happen. No more. Right. And then this past week, I don't know how I got, nobody even asked me for a favor. When somebody's truck messed up, their starter was messing up. And somehow I ended up taking them home into another bar. And I'm like, I didn't want to go anywhere. So I just sat there and waited for things to stop. And I was like, I'm not happy about this. Okay. I'm really not happy about this, because I don't know how I got roped into, not that I wouldn't have helped someone, but I wasn't asked. I was informed, follow this truck. And I didn't know why. Okay. I heard something about a starter and need to get the truck home and this and that. But no one ever asked me, would I? So that's not going to happen again. And I've told these people, hey, don't try to rope me into shit. You talk to me, we negotiate it, and we figure it out. Because I'm all about helping somebody. But when you come to expect shit to happen for you by telling me about it, that is not going to fly. Okay? That is a personal boundary that I will not give up. One of them, I will die on this hill topics. And yeah, people started turning it around on me, the person who I said, not this time. If that's what you got on, I'm bouncing around topics. Sorry. It was a crazy weekend, right? Crazy week. Been busy all week. Um, and yeah, people are starting to want me to give more, and it's like they're not asking, they're expecting, and I'm like, oh no, 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 that's not going to happen. I'm not going to get roped up and in your drama. That's not going to happen. And like I said, I'm all about helping somebody. I will help somebody in a minute, but I got limitations I got to deal with too. I got car parts due for England. I'm doing my best to get them over there, and it's expensive to send this stuff. Okay. It is really expensive to send anything overseas, and it takes planning. I'm doing my best on this, and I don't have a lot of time to myself. Working full time and maintaining my own darn self is hard enough, but I'm working on it. I have managed to get some of them over there. Boy, that was expensive on both parties, right? I'm helping a buddy out. And, but yeah, that is something I got to take care of. I do have to, because I entered into an agreement. So, and no, there was no money involved, and it's not, there's no lawsuit or anything like that. And I'm not requiring anything. But I just got to be able to do it. And like something I got to do is I got to weigh these boxes. The scale broke, and it's a disposable scale with a lifetime battery. They never last a lifetime. Whose lifetime? Squirrel's life? Coon's life? Oh, Pam. Yeah, there's a lot of crazy in the atmosphere lately. That's why I titled the show What I Did. And let me just look at what's going on. And yeah, I'm doing my best to settle down and uh be as informative as possible. What was that? Oh, don't know. And seeing what's going on. Okay. Yep, it's not even listing on YouTube yet. That's okay. Not, at least not there. Let's look over here. Shields up. Yeah, shields up, meditate. This is part of what I've been, yeah, crazy in the atmosphere is not, it is an understatement, but shields up and meditate. Like shields up, ready phasers. No, we can't do that. We don't need to do that. We don't need to deal with this stuff. And I've been having to do a lot of micro meditations. They seem to work. Once you get to a point, you can meditate. You can just take literally 1 minute and center yourself and calm down, and then take another minute. And then, if you need to, take another minute. I'm talking minutes, okay? Not 20, 30 minutes or half a day. I did that. I did all of that. I meditated while doing regular activities for almost a month. And that was very eerie. The whole everything changed. Let me tell you, right? And I ended it not really meaning to. I decided I was in the military. I was in the army, and I just got reassigned to a different place on Fort Bliss, Chapel 4. I decided I need to know what I'm talking about. I need to know how this works. So I entered a meditative state, a deep one day, and I said to myself, I'm going to stay in this state for as long as I can manage. Very strange thing. Well, all of it's strange, but different things started happening. Okay. I started, first of all, being very calm. I'm talking about I was in the army for a month almost daily, doing all the normal activities while in a meditative state. It was, it took all the Buddhist training that I had, and I had this much comparatively to a lot of stuff. And I've been having to revisit that now. And but back then, what happened was uh, I was able to not react and choose my actions. Lots of different things. Animals would not be angry with me, mostly, most of them, right? I didn't test it. I was able to learn a lot of limits of senses and how we're we have a lot of, well, a lot less limits than we think we have. I was able to throw my voice, extend my hearing, listen to something very far away that I shouldn't have been able to hear, speak to someone very far away that shouldn't have been able to hear me. It was very cool. And the logic part of me says, okay, you may be, after about 3 weeks of this, you may be fooling yourself. So you need to test this. Well, I was sent to pull the weeds out of the garden at the chapel. That's something you got to do, grounds maintenance. So I was sent to pull the weeds. They said all the stuff is in the storeroom. And I said, yes, thank you. And I went to go do it. At first, the ants, now we're talking El Paso, Texas, fire ants. They bite the hell out of you. Okay. At first, I was about 3/4 of the way done, and I'm pulling weeds. The ants were all over my hand, but they weren't biting me because I was in this meditative state. They literally, they would not bite me. They did not see me as a threat. So what I did was say, huh, All of it was conjecture up until that point. I figured my personal vibration must have some frequency, whatever. Okay. So, oh, by the way, that was also the time. No, no, it wasn't. Okay. But I figured personal frequency during a meditative state had something to do with these ants are not biting me. So I got three-quarters of the way done, and I decided that's when logic says, you need to test this. You might be fooling yourself. So I did. And I thought of something that was annoying, that was annoying to me, that makes me upset. And I got upset. And I took myself out of that particular mindset, and I started thinking of this thing, my roommate at the time. Let me tell you, they bit the hell out of me. My hands were swollen. I looked like I was wearing gloves like this. They bit me so bad after I was out of, and I could not ever get back to that meditative state. Ever. I tried a few times, and it's like a big deep one, okay? You got to not eat, you got to drink only a little bit of water. I didn't even have coffee at that point, okay? For a whole day to be able to do this. Other people say you got to do it for a lot longer than that. Well, there that's what happened. And I've been having to revisit that in the micro meditations that I've been doing regularly because of everything around me. And it seems that there's Pam said it. There's a lot of crazy in the atmosphere lately. Yeah, and it's getting to a lot of people. And I'm not going to participate in it, right? Mm, sorry. Yeah, I went to that place and I think I got what a lot of people call con crud. Got a little sore, it sucks. But want to talk about what does my thing even say today? What does this thing even say today? Okay. Show future. Yeah, well, immediate future, I'm going to the thing right there. I'm going to the conference. That's going to be fun. I'm going to take lots of pictures. Now I have a format and a platform and all this stuff. I didn't have this before. I will be live streaming from the event because it is on a Saturday, and that's where I'll be. And I now have a really cool camera to do it with. Might catch something in the background. Never know. I'm going to do the same type of thing, but I have a better tripod. The camera is better. Mm, the lighting is better. The location, same location. Remember Shingoji's driveway? Gonna do it again. I like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the background so you can actually see it. And might get some UFOs. Don't know. It would be great if I did. That would be cool. But yeah, see how scatterbrained I am? I'm talking about all this stuff, topic to topic to topic. 20 in the live stream. Welcome to the Quantum Show. If you are here, you're Quantum. Like and subscribe. Thank you. I need to say that. YouTube likes it when I say that. So, yeah, all this stuff. And now this morning, I get the news. I'm like, oh, wow, I need to shields up, meditate. Don't talk about this. Don't worry about it. You are okay. And things are just going crazy in the world. I only can refer to this comment again. Pam, you called it so well. And oh, Obi2 is saying in the chat, sat where there were many mosquitoes to meditate and no bites was about for an hour. Yeah, yeah, it happens when you change your vibration. The local fauna Local wildlife are on a vibration, and they don't see you how you are normally perceived by them when you're on a different frequency, when you meditate. And it sounds like you achieved it. It's it's difficult to get to that point, isn't it? It's pretty difficult. It took me a whole day to do that, to begin it the next day. And it's easy to get knocked out of it. One intrusive thought and you're knocked out of it. So it takes, I don't know how. Tell us about it, Rachel. Tell us about it. I would love to hear about it, because I've managed to do that a few times in small ways. Only that first time, that was the coolest time, because I was having animals start to come up to me and everything. That was really cool. Squirrels and rabbits, local critters, right? And yeah, you can do that. And I managed to learn how to meditate in a small way, not like I was, to keep mosquitoes off me, because we went to the field. Now, when I say we went to the field, me and my unit went to a field training exercise, and it was in the summer, and it was very humid in Texas. Everybody's getting to eat up with mosquitoes. I did my meditation. I still got a few bites, but not as many as the other people. Oh, sorry. Long day, long weekend, long week. So yeah, and shielding, you ever feel like they're trying to get through, and forces of darkness are trying to get to you, and they're trying so hard, right? Blend in with the environment. It was so cool. Blending in with the environment. I think, Rachel, I think you have some more experience that you don't know about, or you don't realize what it was, because it took all kinds of learning for me to realize what was going on. Blending in with your environment. I would like to mention Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon movie, the fight scene, not the whole movie. The movie was good, but when you had the two guys, one was swaying with the trees, and the other one was dealing with the trees as if he were an outside force. The other one was the tree. And it's like, I understand this. I totally understand this. And yeah, you do. You blend in with the environment. You match frequencies when you can feel. Oh, this is going to sound crazy, but hey, you're on the quantum show. So it's what we do. And feel the trees, feel the wind, feel the sun or the darkness, feel the air. And that's what I was able to do a few times in my life. And okay, Pam is asking, how does one maintain that state and also be able to manage stuff in the physical world that has to be attended to? Very good question. And it takes a lot of mental discipline. The way I did it was I was learning Buddhism. I had been doing it for 2 years. At at that point, I had been learning for 2 years, living that way, self-control, and tuning out what does not affect me. Now, when I say tuning out, I mean not responding to something around me, noticing and dismissing. Oh, yeah, that is, and it's a very difficult thing to do, right? It's a very difficult thing to do. And it takes a lot of self control, motivation, and really single mindedness. And dare I say, simple mindedness. Because back then I was 23, 24 when I was doing this stuff, 22. And I didn't have a whole lot of experience at anything. So I was able to forget things around me because it didn't have the substance it has now. A lot of that can be considered interference. Now I think too much about stuff. And when you're younger and inexperienced, you tend to not think about stuff too much. There's a lot going on. You got a lot of energy. You got all this stuff coming in sensually through your senses, and you have to deal with it. Yeah, I've lived you and me both. And Joe is saying a task that is repetitious allows for meditation. Well, I don't think they're meaning, hey, Renee, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I don't think she means a repetitive task. I think I was not doing repetitive tasks. Right. OB2 saying become the observer helps me. Right. Exactly. That's a very good way of putting it. Become the observer. You're observing and you're kind of mentally directing yourself to do things without that's a really good way to put it. I've never thought of it like that. That's it. Become the observer. That's a good I really like that. Become the observer. I've never heard done it, but I haven't put it like in those words. Very good. Thank you so much, OB2, Rachel. And so that's what we need now. It seems that every time I get on my computer, all I see is bad news and it's directed at me, like in the form of video shorts. None of them are nice. I am like having to dig for funny cat and animal videos now. Usually they're all funny cat and animal. Nah, right now. Bad cops, bad mechanics, bad people in the store, crazies in Walmart, people driving crazy. Oh, it's just pounding me. And I have to dig for the funny cat videos. Show me funny cat videos, you know? There's a guy who does voiceovers, Rockstar or something, and I'll try to leave a link in the description. Um, let's see. Funny cat voiceover. I'll try to leave a link in the he does shorts and it's gonna be something like Rockstar or okay, he's I think he's mainly on TikTok because I see him cross-referenced over to uh Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, they are there, so I will leave it alone for now. But yeah, I've been having to dig because all this stuff is just pounding me, and I don't really know why. I guess I don't think it's just me. I think it's everybody. So meditate. I've been meditating and setting myself and lots of coffee. Shields up, meditate. Yeah, that's really good, especially right now. Because let me tell you, the muggles are going nuts with this morning. As soon as I hear about it, they start repeating misinformation and talking about stuff they know nothing about. They need to back off, let these people do what they're going to do. And I don't know, don't spread the BS, the anger, the confusion. Don't spread it. Look at what's around you. Okay. Calm. Stay calm. But yeah, that's what brings me to the show today. A lot of stuff happened during the week. And I had a busy week at work. So there was that. I did do trail cam, and that was so cool. This stuff is so cool. I didn't have the right date on there. I posted them on Facebook and made them public. Let me see. I did get some baby deer. Let me just bring this up here. I'll leave that open for now. And yeah, the date was wrong, but yeah, I did. There we go. Trail cam pictures, and the day and month are correct, but the year was wrong. This is from a week or so ago. So let me see here. I think I got like 12. There, the babies. There, the babies are. Pretty good pictures, if I mean, they're pretty good. I have not been leaving anything out for them. They seem to have, look at the environment. They don't need me to leave anything out for them. There's mama and baby again. One of the babies. And this is very calming to watch, to look at. This has helped because they don't care what we're doing. Let's see. I don't want to put anything on here that's not what I want to show because I've got lots of pictures. Yeah, I think they're all okay for YouTube. I mean, I don't want to like the maintenance crew going in. There he is looking at the camera like, you watching me? Yep, I am. Maintenance crew. And I don't know who. Oh, we had visitors. This is before I figured out how to put the video part on. There were visitors, and they are likely neighbors. Okay. Yeah, these are all okay. And there they go. How long did they stay? First pick 9 a.m. 10:02, about an hour. Okay. And there they go. See you later. Thank you for closing the gate, by the way. Deer, more deer. This is a different pick. If you'll notice, well, I'm not going to review too much. Much different time. And I believe there they are. There the babies are. They're just looking around. Pretty good for being about 15 feet away on a static camera, right? No weird things caught. Wait a minute, what am I looking at? There's mama over here, baby over here. I want to say they were born a few months ago, maybe 1 month ago, because I'm saying, oh, night shot. They're in there somewhere. There she is. See if we can look on the left side. I don't see anybody on the left yet. There she is. I'm going back and forth. And yeah, next day. What happened here? Oh, this is when he came to do the outside. Very noisy. The guy with the lawnmower, big lawnmower. And mama came back. So nothing weird. Oh yeah, here's some. The crew went a second time. I think no, that's the first time. I think we're about to see me setting the camera up. No, this is definitely a different time. Okay. Lawnmower dude. Is it the same guy? Whatever. That's the end of it. Okay. But yeah, that was it. I do like having a trail cam up there. I feel a little bit better knowing that I'm able to get some I feel like I'm guarding them a little bit. I mean, the residents of the cemetery. Yes. And okay, looking back, grounding does help. Definitely. Oh, for sure, grounding does help. And people were talking about the okay, yeah, Tim says he's been here driving, so no chat. Yeah, don't text and drive. It's all good. Understandable. And yeah, I love the deer pictures. They're calming. They're so calming. Even when I walked up on that one, that was calming. It was interesting. It was calming. And yeah, so cute. They are. Mm. I am thinking about getting another one. Well, I've got one sitting over here, and it's not really doing anything. It's the bad one, the one that only takes stills. But I'm thinking about putting it up in the front porch, near the front porch. See what happens in the front yard. That's the backyard. We got y'all have seen the pictures. I'm in the woods, right? This is the country. I Yeah, I know the houses are less than a mile away, and you can see one over here and the church and the street. And well, the street is just recently paved. It's been dirt road forever or rough road forever. And they just did a like 2 years ago. And okay, Tim is back. No worries, not driving. Excellent. But yeah, today knocked me for a loop. Yesterday and today, I got roped into taking that person home. What? And then I got a lot of stuff in my back seat. I wasn't ready for people. I was hooking up for cargo. So I had to really quickly arrange things for this person I didn't even know. And I feel like I've been roped into it. Like, whoa, what the hell's going on here? Everyone involved was lucky I didn't leave them on the side of the damn road, honestly, because that's not, you don't do that. I don't like people pushing me and pressuring me into doing stuff because I will become the whole problem. For real, I will either extract myself from the situation or become the whole problem. I've done that before, and I'm pretty good at doing that. And nobody wants that. Okay. These people, they don't have that experience in me yet. I've been nice. I can become the whole problem. Oh man. So I'm yeah, I think that's what I got. I'm not gonna talk about this morning events in Pennsylvania. I already did that. We might do that. And lots of stress. Lots of stress. And you know what you call no good deed goes unpunished? Well, I didn't keep good records of things. I was expecting records to be kept by the agencies. They don't. I was helping somebody with some bills, with a bill, and now, and I didn't keep very good records. I didn't write it down on my own. I should have, because now there are so many records, they're lost in the mix, and there's only one. And I just, I didn't keep track of it. I thought the other person was keeping track of it, but they weren't because they're covered up too. So I am not going to make that mistake again. I will always help. I'm going to keep track of stuff unless I just don't care at all about keeping track of it or getting reimbursed but I do that clashes against my accountability because I run an office that has high accountability of everything. So yeah. So I'm unwinding and I'm calming down. I'm even made a whole pot of coffee and I drank the whole thing today. Most of it healing potion. And it was like, "Oh, man, I need this." And let me tell you, when you're yesterday, when I was in that situation with the person with the broke down truck or the starter and taking I could feel the force, okay? I could feel, call it the force, spirit guide, whatever. She was there. I had I felt guarded, and I was very happy that I felt guarded. I was very happy that I had guardians. So, yeah, nobody likes to be manipulated. Well, I was basically just told what to do, and I'm like, "You know what? This ain't gonna happen no more." I don't know where do y'all get off? These people messing with me, right? I don't know where these people get off. And yeah, I understand people need stuff. Well, I need stuff. Where whatever. Okay. I should have made better notes. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm all over the place and I'm unwinding from all of this. And oh, I have a smaller version of this at my work right now. Y'all know I'm a Star Wars fan. This was funny. Did I mention this in a video? I kept coming in with this, or I kept coming in to this. Now, the small version is like this big. This is a pretty big version. The small version is like this big, but it looks the same. It's a toy. And well, this one is like, let me show you. Very animated. Okay. It's from the show Obi-Wan. And yeah, it sits there and it says it responds to stuff, but it doesn't respond to anything. It's all there's no sensors on this. There's no microphone. There's no nothing. But it does move around like this, right? Yeah, I like it too. It's super cute. This is Lola. Well, yeah. We and it will go forever until you what you got to do is press the top of the head and it turns off. It takes a lot to figure out how to do that. And thank you, Astromex Anonymous, for telling me how to turn this thing off because taking the batteries out is hard. But I have a small one of those at work where it doesn't dance around and move around. It just has lights and sounds. And I kept finding it turned around. And I was like, I went to my coworkers one day and I said, "Hey, what's going on? Are you trying to display it out the window or something?" And I said, "Somebody keeps turning this thing around." And my coworker goes, "That would be me. I am not entirely sure there's not a camera in there." I'm like, "I can guarantee you there's no camera in there." And he said, "Yeah, it's exactly what a super spy would say." I'm like, "Yeah, I've talked about this stuff enough that maybe they still think I'm working for Boeing or something." Did I cough on cue? Maybe. But yeah, I think I want to take that one to work and I don't know. No, I don't think I want to take it to work. It was expensive. Yeah. Well, let me tell you the quick story when I started there. Dorothy, this is a good one. Quick story. Now that we're out of the stressful stuff. I went in there and I was and I am not your typical employee that they hire on. I have a lot of experience. I'm not 20 years old. That's who they hire. They consider it an entry level job. No, it is not. It is not entry level at all. It cannot all the entry level people with no experience are gone because they couldn't learn to deal with it, right? But there I go wearing my patch jacket, looking all, I got the long hair and just generally not what they expect. I'm older, and I walk around with a sense of security. I was talking with some of the what they call leads and inspectors, and they were asking me, what did I do before? I said, well, I was in the army and I was in the military and I also did security. And the I mentioned security, and they were talking about cameras. I'm like, yeah, cameras are easy to put up. You can get cameras and put them anywhere. What are you talking about? I said, well, you see that I have a stapler, but you see that tape dispenser? And I picked up a tape dispenser, just the kind you get at, Walmart, whatever. I only have a stapler. I don't have a tape dispenser. And I say, yeah, a camera can be easily, and I didn't show the camera, right? Or any cameras. A camera can be easily embedded in that thing, and it's called a welcome device, just like your cell phone. And apparently they got freaked out because and like cameras are really small. Here's one for comparison. Now that's not a very good camera. I don't use it for anything. It was my former armor cam, but that's a stapler. Okay, now I know I'm not showing a measurement, but here's what I can show a measurement just to show how small. Now, their fears and paranoia are not ill founded, right? So, this camera is 20 millimeters, just at 20 millimeters. Okay, let me see here. Well, I can't. Yeah, see, now that's with a housing and a battery and everything. Granted, it only lasts about 15 minutes at a time before you have to recharge it. By the way, this one doesn't do nothing. It's a piece of junk. So I talked about that and they were like, "Oh, wow, okay. Banana per scale." I need a banana per scale. I should get a plastic banana. Here's a banana per scale. And well, I came in the next day and I remember I used a tape dispenser as an example, talking about where to put a camera. And it was like, you could put a camera and you see that little edge right there. And on the tape dispenser, there was an edge. You can see that there's a camera in there. I came in the next day. Someone had taken that tape dispenser, pried it open. You could see the marks of a screwdriver, pried it open, and taped it back together with the tape in the dispenser. I'm like, you people need to chill out. Will you please? All of y'all are ex-military anyway. Why freaking out about this? Don't. But yeah, perfect. That's perfect. Banana per scale. I don't have any bananas right now. I would have done that. Wait. Maybe me. Maybe. Sure, couldn't hurt. But you know what, everybody? That's been the hour. I've maintained a bunch of people watching, 15 right now, down from 20, which is great for a live show. And I realize there's a lot more stuff going on right now to take your attention away from little shows like this one, but that's okay. And if you made it here, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for listening to me ramble. And yeah, talking about the tape dispenser, the ones that freaked out the most are the ones that have something. Yep, 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 yep. And oh yeah, no, not me needs a Valium. The nuts in the shop. Yeah. Thank you, Dorothy. Yeah, I needed to get away. I needed to just unwind a bit and get this is my area. This is what I can do to calm all of us down. I know it's not a lot, but it's something. We, us here in the Quantum Show, we good vibe out. We manifest against the craziness. We good vibe out. And yeah, everybody, we're at over an hour. We're at an hour going over. I will talk to you in the panel. Try to bring yourself away from the craziness to come to our craziness because, well, we're the Quantum Show. We specialize in craziness. No one's got more crazy than we do. I will see you in a little while. Panel will be in about a half an hour. I want to get some coffee. I'm feeling a lot lighter now. And I'm feeling looking at deer and playing with robots. That's got to be something, some kind of key to everything, right? Okay. Thank you also, Renee. Thank you for coming by. Dorothy likes my little outro. I liked it too. Nobody does crazy better than the Quantum Show. All right. I'm going to go ahead and push those buttons and get some coffee. If you hear your quantum, thank you much. See you soon. That is it. Pushing buttons, pushing buttons, pushing